For Volodymyr Zelenskyy, this trip is all about damage control. He arrived in Saudi Arabia ahead of Tuesday's U.S.-Ukraine summit after declaring he's willing to do everything to end the war. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio landed soon after.
We have to understand the Ukrainian position and just have a general idea of what concessions they'd be willing to make, because you're not going to get a ceasefire and an end to this war unless both sides make concessions.
We want to do anything we can to get Ukraine to be serious about getting something done.
President Donald Trump has set the tone from Washington, putting the onus on Ukraine, not Russia, to make concessions, after first sending a delegation to meet with Russia without Ukraine at the table.
You're not in a good position.
Then, in the wake of their disastrous Oval Office meeting, the U.S. suspended military aid and intelligence sharing, making Ukraine's position even more tenuous. One of Trump's negotiators told Fox News Zelenskyy has since tried to make amends.
Zelenskyy sent a letter to the president. He apologized for that whole incident that happened in the Oval Office. I think that was an important step.
Trump still wants a deal that includes access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals with no demands on Russia to end the war. There are reports Zelenskyy may now be prepared to offer at least a partial ceasefire to ease the pressure from Washington.
For the Americans, a bad deal is better than no deal. But for the Ukrainians, a bad deal is worse than no deal. And that is a fundamental tension between the two.
In a sign of how precarious the situation is, Zelenskyy says he will not take part in Tuesday's talks directly. All the while, Russia continues its relentless bombardment, launching hundreds of bombs and drones in just the last week, an offensive time to take advantage of the uncertainty. Jackson Proskow, Global News, Washington.